So you beautiful people, a while ago we was told as a community, especially the more vocal members of the community in Call of Duty, that we were a minority. This was something that was stipulated by a senior member of Infinity Ward staff. Now we are at a situation, at a crossroad as such, where Infinity Ward are about to change the way they communicate with us and update us a lot more, which is what today's video is about. But I just feel like it's a bit ironic that this silent majority has somehow forced through this new style of communication. I don't know whether this is like a PR stunt as such, where they didn't listen to us on purpose, so it looks like they're doing a good job when they actually start to listen to us. I don't know, maybe that's the more cynical side of me. But one thing I can say is, if a minority has forced you to do this, then there's one of two things going on here. Either we was never the minority in the first place, which I believe we was never the minority, or the majority, the silent majority as you refer to them, have now gone on to play other games because they aren't as dedicated as this minority that you keep referring to. So that's just a little little jab from me in terms of Infinity Ward. But finally, they are going to communicate better. This is what this update is about. It's a reflection of what they intend to do. So I'm going to read a few quotes from the article from Charlie Intel. Communication is finally happening. Infinity Ward has shared their first community update for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, providing fans a look at what's coming to the game, what's happening at the studio, and more. The studio is launching a Trello board, which I will show you shortly in the video as to what it looks like, to highlight issues they are aware of. We'll provide weekly updates and more as they work to be more transparent, the Call of Duty community in 2020 about Modern Warfare. They have also highlighted some new playlists and features coming to the game in a near future, alongside more to come. There's a full update from Infinity Ward, where they're kind of, you know, a little over a month ago we kicked off season 1, and they're kind of amping themselves up, which is contradictory of this whole article, because they're hyping up themselves like there isn't been negativity towards the game. There's been a lot of negativity towards the game because the game isn't being accepted as well as they believe it is. Okay, so it sold a certain amount. Let's be honest here, it sold the amount that it did because of the title of the game, and that title alone had people sold because they was reminiscing of the nostalgic game they was probably going to get a reboot of, which we didn't receive at all. Come on, let's be honest now. So what's coming? We're getting Gunfight 3v3. and I was very critical of Gunfight 1v1, which is still going to be in the playlist, but 3v3 is something I quite like the sound of. That means it's a team of 6 split in half on smaller maps. I think this will work very well, and its dynamic will play out really nicely. Additional loadouts, so we're going to get 5 loadouts aren't enough, so we'll be adding more loadout slots over the coming weeks. Now, this again is another non-issue in the game. It shouldn't have ever been here in the first place. It's something that I personally believe we're going backwards in terms of development, if you ask me. Every single Call of Duty has had a chance to work and better what the previous Call of Duty done, and there are certain things in the formula that have been worked out over the years that we know should be sustained throughout the franchise, i.e. Ghost, showing you up on a mini-map if you stay static. It's something that has been worked out, addressed because of how people play the game, and then implemented. So why start changing certain things in the game? So 5 loadouts and having more game modes than we've ever really seen, with the addition of ground war and stuff like that, just wasn't ever enough, and I don't know who thought that was going to be enough in the first place. The Gunfight tournament, it was incredible to see people jumping into Gunfight tournament beta back in November, and we plan to bringing more tournaments back once we've squashed a few bugs and added in new rewards. Now, let's be real, there's a lot of bugs in the game currently. The likes of people being on the map collisions, light flickering, platinum skills not unlocking properly. So these are all addressed in this article here, but they've also stipulated that's not all we're tracking. You all are great at keeping us updated with features you'd like to see, modes you want to play, bugs you encounter, and overall feedback. With that, we want to keep you as updated as possible, so starting today we're using this nifty Trello board to show the known issues we are tracking. So let's have a look at this Trello board, and this is pretty much what it's going to look like here. It's highlighted with the different color bars, and it will stipulate what this bar refers to, and then you can see all the different like challenges and stuff, what the issues are. Multiplayer, we've got the classic, the special operations, the PC, and what we're working on. So this is really good, and I have no complaints, and I really can't be negative about it. What I will say, and I will maintain, is this is something that should have been implemented from the get-go of the game. Why? Because they have been developing this game for over a decade. They know what their community is like. They know what we want to see from the developer in terms of what's going on, and it's something that is going on in other games. So why Call of Duty, a AAA title, has struggled to keep up with the trend and not be the trendsetter that they used to be, is something that is still perplexing me to this day. I genuinely believe that Call of Duty, Activision, their developers are getting left behind. Well, I can't say they're developers, because I will give Treyarch their props, although they didn't make my favorite game last year. One thing I really do like, specifically with David Vonderhaar, is his transparency. It means a lot to me, and as I've said in a previous video, even when you don't know when something is going to be done by, just the acknowledgement that it's there and it is an issue and you are going to sort it out is enough for most people, because people don't like being left in the dark. Nobody likes being left in the dark. So this is something very positive in my view. It's something I'm very, very happy about. Wow, I'm being positive about Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm really pleased with the developers for actually, you know, really listening this time, and I just want to see this continue. I don't want this to be a downwards trend where it's done to shut us up for a little period of time before they revert back to old things that they used to do. Guys, if you want to stay on the right track, hit the subscribe button, and to watch more videos from me, hit this thumbnail here.